This is KGW News at 11.
We begin at 11 with a horrible update out on the Oregon coast. We told you at 5 a dad and his 2 kids had been swept out to sea. Well, tonight we've learned one of the kids, a little girl, has died. That info coming from Oregon State Police. They're also telling us the other child, a little boy, is still missing and the dad himself is in the hospital. We don't know his condition. Now, we mentioned this happened along the Oregon coast, so I want to get more specific here. You can see that map. Basically, this was just south of Cannon Beach, prime territory for those infamous king tide conditions we've been talking about all week. That weather is here and it's dangerous. And tonight we have team coverage of this awful tragedy and those treacherous conditions along the coast. So we're going to start with Art Edwards in the newsroom. Art.
Maggie, it turned out to be a devastating day at the coast today. The high surf drew a lot of people just to try to get a look at the power of Mother Nature. What no one expected was that 3 people would be swept away. This happened south of Cannon Beach in the Falcon Cove area. The call came in as 3 people swept into the ocean. Reports say that a man was holding 2 children. Turns out it was a 7-year-old girl and a 4-year-old boy. They were swept away by a wave. Police and fire crews from Cannon Beach and Manzanita responded along with the Coast Guard. A police officer spotted the man struggling out of the ocean and the girl further out. The officer went into the ocean and brought the girl to shore. She was later pronounced dead at Providence Seaside Hospital. The man was also rushed there. A Coast Guard helicopter searched for the 4-year-old but did not find him. A spokesman with the Coast Guard says you have to be very careful near the ocean.
These are rough waters. Mother Nature is not forgiving, and you just need to be very careful. Look at it from afar and really enjoy, seeing this, awesome power of nature, but see it from afar.
Now, the Coast Guard suspended the helicopter search for the little boy at sunset. They told me earlier today they do not plan to continue that search in the morning. Maggie?
This has just been a horrible story all day, and this update, again, just awful. Art, thank you so much for that info. And Joe Ranieri has been tracking these dangerous tides all day. And Joe, some of these waves were as high as this, right, as 30 feet. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy to think about some of these numbers with this the king tides that we've been telling you about the last couple of days. So if you're wondering what exactly is it, well, obviously the extremely high tides, they happen a couple times a year, and especially this time of year, usually about 2 weeks after the start of winter. And again, wave heights have been anywhere from 30 to 35 on the high end, and I've been looking at some of the models, and the waves are starting to kind of die down just a little bit. But as we put this into motion, you can see swells are still going to be anywhere from I'd say 25 to 30 feet heading into parts of tomorrow morning and into the afternoon hours as well. Here's a live look of what we're going to be seeing heading into the later part of tonight. So right now, this is over in Astoria. Swells are anywhere from about 18 to 20 feet, a little bit higher over in Newport at 21 feet. And we're going to continue to see some breezy conditions and stormy conditions along the Oregon coast as well. Looking at the radar along with the high waves and the windy conditions, we're also now tracking some thunderstorms along the Oregon coast, and some heavy showers are going to be moving through basically tonight and heading into the early part of tomorrow morning. It's going to be a steady stream of a good amount of rain as well. And by tomorrow afternoon, we'll transition into some showers and scattered showers. But if you're traveling over the mountain passes, we're going to be seeing a lot of mountain snow. I'll talk more about that in just a few minutes, and also what that could mean throughout the valley over the next couple days.
All right, Joe, we appreciate it. We're going to stick with the conditions along the coast for a little bit longer because these high tides on the coast are so dangerous, in large part because people just want to get close and see them. And tonight, viewers have been sending us video after video of frighteningly close calls. Take a look. This video of waves slamming a parked car near Rockaway Beach is one of so many sent to us from Oregon's coast. They show people pushing their luck. This one is even scarier.
He had just turned his back to the ocean, and right when that wave came over, and it took him down.
Joanna Backoffner and her fiance watched this happen in Yachats, and they were terrified.
We had a moment where we thought he was in Thor's well. We thought he got knocked in because he was right there on the edge, but I guess he was able to grab hold of some rocks.
She says they talked with the man afterward. He told them he won't turn his back on the ocean again. It's a warning officials beg storm watchers to take seriously.
Oh, wow.
They know the draw of crazy waves and high tides, let alone a king tide, is strong. And drone video near Cannon Beach also shows just how misleading the sea can be. From up here, at times, it looks calm, but the ocean can ramp up its intensity on a dime.
So I would just say be careful, stay high. Don't try to be at ocean level because, it's dangerous.
Yeah, that's the proof right there. All right, moving up to the mountain, because Joe mentioned this too. It's a different but equally dangerous story up there. Snow is coming down fast, as you can see, and it's coming down hard, creating whiteout conditions in some areas. That was a look. This is a look here at our ODOT camera at Route 35 at Meadows Drive. And in fact, Meadows Ski Resort had to close early today. The winds just got to be too dangerous. We're talking gusts up to 80 miles per hour, like what you would see during a hurricane. And there's now also an avalanche warning for Mount Hood's backcountry, and that's in effect through tomorrow. Just a few thousand feet lower on the mountain, conditions change drastically. This is a look at Government Camp. Since everything can change so quickly, ODOT is really just warning drivers to be cautious, or better yet, stay off the roads on the mountain completely. Cars have been spinning out and getting stuck all day, and several roads have been closed on and off as crews try to keep up with this heavy snowfall. We're told more closures could easily follow.
I think the wisest choice to be, if you're going up over Mount Hood, would be to just maybe wait until conditions improve. Could be Sunday or Monday as conditions get better. If you have to go up over Mount Hood, and many people are going to be enjoying the ski resorts up there, but people who are going up there need to allow a lot of extra time and to expect very difficult driving conditions.
So if you are dead set on heading up to the mountain, ODOT is begging people to bring chains and know how to use them. And even still, just know whiteout conditions will make it a dangerous drive. We'll, of course, keep tracking all of this winter weather over the next several days and bring you updates as they come. So be sure to download the KGW app to get the latest info right at your fingertips. In the meantime, still ahead here tonight, plans to repurpose the Wabato jail maybe moving forward. See what developers have in mind for that infamous facility. Plus, spreading awareness about the reality of human trafficking. Local advocacy groups work to set common misconceptions straight. Stay with us.